Hey, Mike. All right, so first I want you to look at your feet and look at where the bar is. All right. I need the bar over the middle of the foot. I can tell it's not over the middle of the foot because when you go to lift it, see how it rolls back a little bit? So set up, put the bar in the middle of the foot. So step a little bit more forward. And then before you start the lift, I need you to shift the weight back on your heels before you start. All right. And when you shift, I should see no change in your back angle. So I don't want your chest to rise. I don't want your hips to lower. So you're going to set here. This is a good back position. But before you start, just shift your weight back onto your heels. Also, I need you to widen up your hands just a little bit and narrow up your feet. Look at the right arm and just notice how the arm's right up against the leg. So I just want the arms outside of the legs, okay? Now, before you start, take a big breath in. Shift your weight back on your heels. And then you're going to push through the ground with the feet, okay? And try to pause as close to the ground as you can. Now, as you come up, all right, notice your shoulders and the bar. And notice how the shoulders go behind the bar. They're already behind the bar. So I need you to keep your shoulders in front of the bar the entire time. All right? So shoulders stay in front of the bar until the very moment you decide to push your hips through, okay? So weight back, hands wider, feet closer together. Push the ground away, pause. Shoulders stay in front of the bar until the final lockout, okay? All right, Bulgarian split squats. All right, these look pretty good, all right? We don't want the knee to come too far forward. You want to keep the chest up, squeeze the left glute. All right, I think these look pretty good, man. If you have a more unbalanced side, I want you to start with that side first. And just try to make sure that the torso angle is the same, okay? Let me see in the beginning what that looks like. All right, so that torso angle is like there. Let's double check, okay? And we'll see what it looks like at the end. All right, so let's see there. Now let's compare. All right, so we had this one. All right, so that looks pretty comparable. That looks a little bit more lean forward. So make sure towards the end that you're keeping that torso more upright, okay? All right, so on these, you're overextending your chest a little bit too much. Okay, look how like the bottom of the pecs are coming off the bench. So it's a little excessive. I know you're trying to squeeze the shoulders together, but just emphasize squeezing the shoulders together. We shouldn't really have too much movement happening in the upper back. And then also what will help is if you look where your legs are, that bottom piece to the bench, if you want to flip that up and then actually put your knees on inside the crook of the bench pad, like see where your right hand is. If you bring that pad up and actually bend your knees and put it right there, I think it will help kind of get you a little bit more comfortable with that. All right, man, thanks for the vids.